What's up everyone, I'm Chrissy and this is Homebound Kitchen, the place to come for recipes that'll keep your wallet and your tummy full. Today we're taking it back to basics with a super simple, super versatile, and of course super delicious chicken cutlet. Let's get cooking. Alright y'all, so the first thing I'm going to do is I want to make these pieces of chicken a little bit even. I just bought a 2-pack for about $2.50. I want to get them to be similar depths, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to butterfly this. So all that means is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to go about halfway through, but I'm going to leave it flat, hand flat down, and I'm just going to glide my knife right through. So that would be to butterfly it. I'm going to go all the way and make it 2 separate pieces. So now it's a little bit closer to the thickness of this smaller piece. Next, we're gonna bang it out flat. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some plastic wrap. I used a plastic bag because I looked in the drawer and gasped when I realized we were out, but this show is nothing if it's not about creativity, so creative solution. So I cut open a plastic bag, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my rolling pin, or if you have a meat mallet, that works great. I'm just gonna get some of my pandemic frustration out. So when you're hitting it, you wanna hit away from the center. About 2 minutes of pounding out your chicken later, you're gonna have a nice, big, but thin piece of chicken. We're gonna do the same thing with these two, because I like it to be as thin as possible. And now we're all ready to go. I should mention that it comes out a lot flatter if you flip it halfway through pounding it out. All right, so now, I should also mention that I've been washing my hands frequently throughout this video. You just haven't seen it because I've been off camera, but please use clean hands when cooking raw chicken. Thank you. So let's start with seasoning. I am going to season both sides of this chicken with celery salt. I love this roasted garlic powder. I feel like it's amazingly better than regular garlic powder, and some fresh pepper. You can always do just regular salt and pepper. That'll be great too. So I'll season the other side, and then we're gonna dredge. All right, folks, so traditionally when you're dredging chicken or any sort of meat, you want to do flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. I am skipping the flour step because I'm a little lazy, and I find that it doesn't really make a huge difference. If you feel the opposite, go ahead, put in the extra effort and do the extra dishes. So I'm starting with 2 eggs, and I'm just gonna whisk them up, add a little bit of water. Midway Restaurant, 74 years strong and counting. Shameless plug. And I love to add seasoning every step of the way. So I'm just gonna do pepper, a little bit of salt, whisk that up. And then in the next bowl, I have some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. So they're already seasoned, you don't have to add anything. I do like to just up the ante just a little bit. So I'm gonna add some crushed red pepper flakes, some of the seasoning mix. I think it's like a lemon basil type mix. A little bit more of that roasted garlic, and I'm gonna call it. So let's get dredging. All right, so while my pan is heating up, I'm gonna start dredging. I'm gonna take off all my jewelry because it gets a little messy. And clean hands again, friends. So I'm gonna dip my chicken in my egg wash. Let the excess drip off. And then I'm gonna go straight into, let me toss this around a little bit. Straight into my seasoned breadcrumbs. So it does help if you can try to keep a wet hand and a dry hand. So I'll use this for the egg wash and this hand for the breadcrumbs. Nice and evenly coated. All right, I'm gonna do that with these two, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, friends, I've washed my hands again, and I'm going to add my chicken to the pan. I have my pan around medium-high heat. My stove goes to 10. I have it out at 8. I should mention that not all stoves are created equal. So electric stoves will cook different than gas stoves. Different electric stoves will cook, you know, different than other electric stoves. So I really like to go by sound. So let's see if we get that perfect applause. Gentle sizzle. It could probably be a little bit hotter at this point, but not too shabby. So I'm gonna let these two cook. You don't wanna overcrowd the pan. I'm not even gonna try to put the third piece in. So let's let that cook for a couple minutes, and then I'll meet you back. All right, guys, so it's been on for about 4 minutes, so I'm gonna give it a quick check. Ooh. Oh, baby. All right, another 4 minutes later, we're gonna check the other side. That looks pretty good. I'm calling this done. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Sizzle. All right, let's get the last piece on. Wash your hands. So while the food's cooking, you can get rid of your extras. So I usually underestimate how many eggs I need. Today I overestimated because I usually make more chicken than this. So if you're making, you know, 3 pieces of chicken like this, 1 egg should do fine. Also, if you're gluten-free, use gluten-free breadcrumbs. If you're dairy-free, don't add butter to the pan. And that's it. All right, guys, the last piece is coming off now. And voila, there we have it. A beautiful plate of breaded chicken. And I am gonna give it a taste. So I'll say the best thing about this recipe is how versatile it is. You can do whatever seasonings you want. You can pair it however you want. You can do mashed potatoes and veggies. You could do a side salad. You could put, mix some Parmesan in the breadcrumbs and then cover it in mozzarella and tomato sauce. And I'll put my tomato sauce recipe below. And make a chicken parm. You could even do the same method with turkey cutlets. So this is a great way to refresh a chicken recipe when you feel like, you know, chicken's gotten boring or you just want to put a new life into it. So, oh yeah. Goodbye.